Hey everyone, welcome back to Bonfire Reviews. This is Loki episode 5. My overall thoughts on this episode would have to be that it was slightly better than the others. I mean, there was some kind of cool shit in the wasteland that we got to see. Like, I think there were like some Easter eggs, like, uh, one of them was, I want to think it was a ship that went missing in the Bermuda Triangle. I mean, don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, because the name sounded really familiar. There was the yellow jacket suit, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, it was a giant head. I mean, it looked just like the helmet from the yellow jacket suit. I don't know where the body went. Maybe the TVA, like maybe in a timeline, the yellow jacket beat Ant-Man and learned how to grow big, and the TVA pruned his timeline and sent him there, and I guess maybe that giant dog cloud thing ate the yellow jacket all except for his head for some reason. I don't know. Let's see, what else was there? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the Black Pearl was there. I mean, it could have just been a random pirate ship, but it looked very similar to the Pirates of the Caribbean Black Pearl. I mean, I could be wrong on that, but it is a Disney property, so they could use it. I don't know. Anyway, so this episode, man, it does this whole show, like, I don't understand. It's like it wants to pad the runtime, like, cause they could have just made this a movie. Cause I mean, there is just so much crap that you could cut out, and I mean, you could make it 2 hours long, bam, and it's just a movie. But I get what they're going for. They want you to pay for Disney Plus and, give them money and shit. Which, I need to just fucking, like, cancel mine or whatever. Because, I mean, the fact that they're not even, or at least I don't think they were releasing Black Widow to streaming or whatever. But, yeah, I mean, there isn't really anything to watch. I mean, yeah, there's the 90s Spider-Man that I used to like to watch, but honestly, I've seen it so many times now that, I mean, eh. But I know it's like one of those things, like, I'm sure a lot of you have come across that, like, where, you have something, and then you think, well, I've used it, I don't need it anymore, so you throw it away, and then all of a sudden you find a use for it, or you're like, damn it, I wish I need that right now or something. Anyway, so Loki meets up with other Lokis, and they don't ever explain, which I thought that was stupid, why Black Loki has a kind of a Mjolnir looking hammer thing. I mean, I thought it was gonna be special, but no, it's just like I don't know, it's stupid. I mean, because there is a scene where this dude, like, he takes the Loki golden hammer and puts it to the kid's throat, like he's gonna stab him with it or something, but it's a fucking hammer. I mean, if anything, he should have raised it up like he was gonna bash him over the head with it or something. I mean, God, it's so stupid. Anyway, so they're all in their little cave and they're drinking, and except for Kid Loki, because oh, God forbid he should have wine, even though his character is probably 1,000 years old or so. I mean, I don't know how old Loki is. But yeah, I mean, old Loki, he was the best part of this whole fucking, episode. I mean, at the end when he does all that magic and shit, that was pretty badass. I really was hoping he was gonna live, but I knew it. He's a white male. Probably they wouldn't allow that to live. I mean, whatever. I mean, I'm almost a little surprised that they made Black Loki a traitor. I'm surprised that Disney wasn't like, oh my God, we can't follow in, or have like the Black Loki be a criminal or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe I'm looking into it too hard. Maybe I'm being a little too judgmental. But I mean, in the world we're living in today, I mean, it's all just, it's crazy. People were so focused on race and stereotypes and everybody's cutting off their own genitals, and you know, it's madness, you know. I mean, whatever. I can't take it. Anyway, yeah, Loki's in the cave, and he's like, I'm gonna go kill that monster, you know, because, you know, I'm Loki and I survive. I don't die, you know. And, you know, everyone stands up and they're like, oh, yeah, we're gonna help you. And then, you know, they're like, bullshit, you know, we're not gonna fucking kill ourselves, you know, trying to stop that giant thing. And, as for the alligator Loki, I mean, I don't know I can't remember what happened to that thing, you know, like, I don't know if it died in the cave, or like in the little hole in the ground with the other Lokis, or what happened. And, you know, of course we see that scene that was in the trailers where Loki basically has the suit on, and he has the Marauders or whatever with him, and I guess they're all Lokis, which is weird because they don't look like Lokis. They look like, you know, people that wandered off of the Mad Max set or something. They just look like weird people with bicycle helmets and goggles and shit. But yeah, you know, for those of you that like Owen Wilson's character, you know, I'm sure you'll be glad that he's still alive. And I'm not sure what he's gonna do. You know, he's going back to, you know, whatever, the TVA. I mean, but honestly, I don't know how he's gonna take it down because he's just a man, you know. But anyway, so he ends up showing up and saving Sylvie, and we get a glimpse at where the what do you call it? I'm gonna call the bad guy the Wizard, because this whole show, like, whoever fucking wrote it had a hard-on for the Wizard of Oz, because there is so many fucking references to this, you know, thing, you know, like the wizard, you know, like, cause at the end of the episode, whenever the cool older Loki, you know, he creates the, you know, city, and it's very green, like the Emerald City from Wizard of Oz. You got the, you know, probably the weakling pulling the strings from behind the set, or behind the curtain. They even say that, and like, you know, we're gonna kill the man behind the curtain or whatever, you know. I mean, seriously, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, I get that Loki has a lot of green and shit, but, you know, I mean, whatever. I guess people like the Wizard of Oz, and I guess I could see the, you know, connection now that I think about it, you know, that Loki is a weakling who uses illusions to, you know, frighten his, you know, whatever, you know, his enemies. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. But, you know, I just thought of something. I wonder what kind of shitty-ass Avengers there was in Kid Loki's timeline. You know, if he defeated Thor, you know, I mean, I don't know if he defeated the Avengers too. I mean, I don't know, like, maybe he killed, you know, maybe he killed Thor whenever they were younger. I don't know, it's weird. Oh yeah, there's the scene where Loki and, you know, all of them, they're fighting in the cave, and, you know, basically, you know, Loki, he looks like an idiot. He's like kind of almost like dancing around the enemy, and, you know, just like, oh, you know, don't touch me. He's like scared and stuff, and but yeah, the whatchamacallit, you know, the older Loki, he creates some illusions, and, you know, then they escape through a portal, which, you know, I didn't know Loki had portal spells, but I guess, you know, he lived so long that he learned how to kind of be like Doctor Strange, but I don't know, almost different, you know, or different in a way, because, you know, whereas Doctor Strange has to have his sling ring, you know, this Loki, he can just kind of, you know, open up a portal at will, which is pretty damn cool, you know. I mean, granted, I feel like Loki, his magic is very limited, you know. I mean, I don't know if it's just because he's dumb and he doesn't know how to, you know, do the stuff that Doctor Strange does, because, you know, that's what they talk about in Doctor Strange, is that anyone can do it, you know, you just harness the energies from, like, another universe or whatever. But, you know, I did enjoy, you know, how they made old Loki look very similar to, like, comic book Loki, which that's pretty cool. You know, I like that. I like when, you know, shows do that. They had the balls to, you know, put them in something that might look a little ridiculous. I mean, this is superhero stuff we're talking about. You know, they don't have to look like fucking, you know, 2000 X-Men where, like, everyone wore black leather and, you know, what are we, fucking in the Matrix or something? I mean, come on. Anyway, so, yeah, Loki and, you know, Sylvie, they end up, you know, meeting up. Let's see. Oh yeah, the battleship shows up. Let's see, what is the name of that ship? You know, I'm not sure, but I thought I saw a Quinjet show up, you know, at some point during this episode. What is it? The kid, like, Kid Loki, he's holding something in his hand. I can't quite see what it is. The USS Eldridge. That's it. I have to look that up, because I'm pretty sure I remember someone saying that ship went missing in the Bermuda Triangle or something. But yeah, anyway, the cloud just basically, I guess it vaporizes or whatever it touches or something. I don't know how exactly it works. I mean, because Loki, he ends up touching, like, Loki and female Loki end up touching it, but they don't get vaporized, so I don't know, maybe you gotta touch, like, the mouth or something? I don't know, it's weird. Let's see. Oh yeah, then Ravonna Renslayer, you know, shows up and she tells people to leave the room, and I thought she was gonna, like, you know, maybe go talk to whoever's in charge, but instead, you know, she just talks to, you know, Hunter B-15 or whatever. She's sitting in this weird kind of Star Wars electric cell thing. I don't know, it's very weird. I mean, and it's a weird place to put a cell. I mean, it's like almost in the wall or something. It's very weird. Maybe it's to, you know, like, hide it from the other agents or something, so that way they don't see her and be like, what the fuck is going on, you know? Oh, but yeah, the dialogue there, I mean, it was so stupid. Like, I mean, the way she's like, you know, oh, you know, she's gonna find the Time Slayers before you, and she's like, oh, really, and why is that? And she's like, you know, because you want it, but she needs it. I mean, how many times have people said that, you know? I mean, it's very cliche, it's been done to death. I mean, seriously, whatever. What else? Oh yeah, there was the scene, I kind of skipped over it, but, you know, where Renslayer, she says, you know, she's gonna help Sylvie out, but it was so obvious that she was gonna backstab her. I honestly didn't expect her to backstab her so fast. I mean, I thought maybe she was gonna backstab her, and what do you call it, like, you know, the end of the episode or the end of the show or something. And you know, basically, you know, they talk, and Miss Minutes is there, you know, and she's looking through the files, and then she says something about how, like, there's a spacecraft that can travel through the void to get to, you know, the castle on the rock, or whatever they call it, the end of time, I don't know. But at that point, I was thinking, you know, is this bullshit? Or, because, I mean, you could feel it just watching it, that it was kind of made up. I mean, I didn't know that she was buying time. I mean, I was like, you know, but yeah, I mean, whenever she was, like, acting kind of funny, I was like, something's going on, I don't know, like, you know, I mean, I knew something was up, I just didn't know that she was buying time for, you know, guards to show up. But, you know, oh god, you know, and then there's the scene where Loki, like, okay, I don't get this. What is Loki's limit on creating stuff, you know? Is it that he can create anything, you know? I mean, it's because he creates fabric. I mean, he creates different shit, And I still want to know, and they still haven't fucking explained it. You know, how the fuck did Loki fucking rewind time? You know, that seemed like a pretty important power. You know, I mean, I don't know if it was a rewind time or if it was like he was able to push it, like a force push or something. But even then, if he did just push it, you know, you'd think that building would fall back the other way, but I don't know. I mean, this show is just so, it's so frustrating, you know, like it's like it's so focused on this whole love story between, you know, Loki and female Loki, and you know, but you know, there are so many other things I have questions on. I don't care about the romance. I want to know, you know, like how does Loki do this? How does Loki do that? You know, give me some answers. You know, some lore. You know, I don't mind exposition. You know, like when people sit there and talk, but just make it about something important or something good. Not, you know, like, oh, it's chilly out. Let me summon a blanket and then I'll, you know, wrap it around you, and then, you know, basically just shit like that. It's so annoying. Let's see. What else? A bunch of garbage. Blah blah blah. They keep talking. Let's see. Oh yeah. Those. I don't know why. Like, I guess I don't know if it's to make a toy or whatever, but you know, I feel like, oh yeah, I forgot to, I didn't notice that the first time, but what's his name ship is there, which you can't tell me there wouldn't be weapons inside, you know, the giant ship from Guardians of the Galaxy. Fuck, what's his name? Shit. He was like the son of Thanos. Damn, my mind is just so fucked up. I can't think. Shit, what is his name? Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. The guy with the hammer at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 1. But yeah, his ship is in the wasteland, and so, you know, there would be some shit in there. I don't know why they didn't scavenge that, but whatever. I mean, hell, instead of talking and shit, they should have, you know, like, made this almost like a fun Fallout kind of game. Which, oh, that's another reference I forgot to mention. That this game, I swear, or not this game, but this show is, well, whoever wrote it or created it or whatever, you know, they must have been a huge Fallout fan. And I think I mentioned that, like, in my first or second video. But this, you know, this is more proof, because, I mean, this is Fallout. I mean, this wasteland, this end of time, basically, you know, there's all sorts of shit out there, and, you know, like, the people that live out there, they look like they would be in a Fallout style game with the motorcycle helmet and the goggles and all that shit, and, you know, the buried treasures and just all of it, you know, it's all very Fallout. But, you know, instead of them exploring this awesome wasteland full of cool shit, they just decide to sit around and talk about their feelings, and then, you know, roast some meat, and, you know, it's like, really, you know, you're not gonna go do something with all this cool shit, you know? But no, they're just gonna sit around and talk about their feelings. Anyway, so they look at the cloud, it's shooting some lightning, and oh yeah, basically female Loki, she basically upstages regular Loki at any chance she gets, you know, because when she first shows up, you know, Loki's like, oh, I'm gonna kill the cloud, and, you know, she's like, oh, that's a terrible idea, because, you know, you can't do that, and, you know, I have a better plan, and I'm gonna enchant it, you know. And then Loki, I don't know, I guess he gives his balls to her or something, and just like, alright, we'll do your thing, you know. I mean, granted, you know, I know that trying to kill the cloud is stupid because, well, because, you know, I don't think it has a physical form, for one thing, and another, you know, they just gotta make Loki look stupid, you know. It's this whole show. But it's the stupid Loki show, you know. Let's see how dumb we can make Loki. Anyway, oh yeah, oh god, I hated that scene. I hated it. It's so stupid. It felt like it was tacked on by someone, like just someone, I don't know, just an asshole, like fucking liberal asshole. That's who tacked this on. So, I mean, I don't know if Owen Wilson has become this way, or if it's just the writer, or what. But you know, there's the scene where Owen Wilson, he goes back into the TVA, he hugs Loki, and he's like, you know, oh, you're my friend and whatever. But then he looks over at Lady Loki and he's like, you're my favorite. You know, I mean, like, it's supposed to be funny, but it's not funny. You know, I mean, why would Lady Loki be his favorite? They really have never talked. I don't think they've shared like probably 2 lines of dialogue. Well, except for this episode where you know, he you know, whatever, like he saves her from the cloud or whatever. That's the only time they talk. But anyway, I mean, it was a nice moment at first, you know, because you think like, oh, Loki's never gonna see Owen Wilson again, and you know, he goes to stick his hand out and he hugs him, and it's like, you know, all right, goodbye, man. And then, you know, of course, they gotta undercut it with a stupid ass joke, and he's like, you're my favorite. You know, I mean, it's so stupid. Let's see. Oh yeah, and I don't remember if I mentioned it, but yeah, the golden sword or whatever, you know. And I was gonna mention those fucking dodo bird things. Like, I don't know if that's for them to make toys or whatever. Also, I noticed there. I want to think that's a statue of the Living Tribunal, because if you let's see, it's at 37 minutes, or well, let's see, yeah, at 37 minutes 57 seconds, you see a giant head. It's like made of stone, and it's like, I think, the Living Tribunal, because it's got its eyes covered on one side, and on the other, like, its face is showing. And I want to think that's how, like, I mean, I'm not big on like comic books and stuff, so I don't know, you know, everything there is to know about Marvel. So, but if I had to guess, I would say that's it, because I think I've seen a picture of something like that before. Let's see. Anyway, oh yeah, the golden sword. Yeah, like, I thought, unless, you know, it's gonna come in handy later on, you know, Kid Loki, he gives it to, you know, regular Loki, and he's like, you know, here, take this on your journey or whatever. And I mean, unless this sword has only one function, it's pretty damn worthless. It's basically a dagger, and it lights on fire, you know. So later on, whenever you know, she's gonna enchant the cloud, he lights it up, and he's like, over here, and he does like Dr. Grant and you know, what you call it, you know, Jurassic Park or whatever. Let's see. I don't know what that is. It almost looks like a fucking Star Wars ship or whatever, but I don't know. It's just something weird. Some kind of spaceship. But yeah, oh, okay, Alligator Loki. I guess he went with Kid Loki or whatever. I forgot about that. But yeah, I don't know why Kid Loki, like, because if older Loki, you know, decided to go back and help him, why didn't Kid Loki, you know, like, say, hey, you know, I'm going to come with you, man. That's weird. It's like a giant skeleton out there. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then for some reason, whenever the cloud gets close, Loki decides to hide behind Sylvie or whatever, and you know, he kind of looks at her and he's like, I'm gonna, I guess, go distract it or whatever. He's like, hey, over here. Does his little Dr. Grant with the flare thing, like, hey, you know. Oh yeah, and that's one thing that kind of bugs me about I don't know, certain shows that I've seen before, like in anime, or sometimes superhero shows do it or whatever, but they will master a certain ability in the heat of the moment, and to me that is just stupid, because Loki, you know, he learns how to enchant the creature, but I don't know, like, he never practiced it, you know, which, I mean, I don't know why they didn't show him, like, try to use it on someone, or, you know, whatever. I mean, I know Sylvie or whatever, she told him how, yeah, she told him how she does it by, I don't know, like, feeling them or something, or, like, I don't know, like, grabbing onto something in their mind, or, I can't remember what she said. But, yeah, apparently Loki, he struggles with it, and, you know, of course, they don't, he doesn't master it until, you know, old Loki is dead, which, you know, sucks, because, you know, to me, he was the best character in this whole fucking show. Let's see. But yeah, it's pretty cool how, like, he's so powerful that he creates, like, the, you know, the illusionary Asgard or whatever. Let's see. I don't know who plays old Loki, if it's someone famous, or I need to look that up. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, they enchant it, and then basically, I don't know, I guess the smoke creature somehow is like a portal to the asteroid or whatever, and the castle in the sky, and, you know, so, and I don't know why, I expected there to be a, what do you call it, a post-credit scene at the end of this episode, because that's how they've been doing it, you know, the last 2 or 3 episodes, you get a post-credit scene, but, yeah, we don't get one in this one, so that kind of sucks, you know. I mean, I was hoping that they would show, like, something like, I don't know, whatever Kid Loki is doing, or, you know, maybe old Loki does survive. I mean, who knows? They could have showed anything. Anyway, so that's episode Loki, that is Loki episode 5. Why does it sound weird? I sound like I'm like high or something, you know. I don't know why. Maybe I just woke up like not too long ago or something, but but yeah, I mean, I don't know. We might come to find out that you know, Miss Minutes is the villain all along. You know, I mean, we haven't gotten much about her. I mean, I get that she's just a you know, maybe a recording or something. I mean, I don't know what the fuck she is. I mean, I don't know if she's like an AI or something, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's something more there, but that could just be me, because I don't know. A lot of times in these shows, like Loki and WandaVision, and you know, what do you call it, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you know, the final boss or whatever, like, they're usually nobody, and I get that this show is, well, this show and WandaVision are kind of tying into, you know, Doctor Strange, and so whatever they do here, they must have to, you know, like, disrupt the timeline or whatever, so that way, you know, it creates the multiverse of madness. I mean, I don't know, but, you know, whoever, I mean, whatever. Let's see. Tom Hiddleston, and Sophia, whatever. Let's see. I'm hoping it'll say, you know, who played, okay, this special guest star. Oh, shit. It was something Grant, I missed it, let's see. Tara Strong is Miss Minutes. Okay, Richard E. Grant. I want to think that might be old Loki. Let's see. Owen Wilson. Okay, I'm going to look that up real quick. Let's see. Who is Richard E. Grant? I know a name sounds really familiar. Come on. My computer's running kind of slow. It's annoying. Okay, who is Richard? There he is. Yeah, it looks a little familiar, but I mean, I don't know what I've seen him in. Let's see. Come on. Born May 5th, 1957. Let's see. He was, oh yeah, General Pride and Rise of Skywalker. Was he anyone else? I mean, it says he was in Logan, but I hated that movie, so I think I watched it once, and I couldn't watch it again because that movie depressed the hell out of me. I mean, I fucking hated it. It says it was in Game of Thrones, but I never watched that either, you know. It just, I watched like one episode of Game of Thrones, and I don't know, I was just so bored by it, like, you know, I was like, I don't care about medieval shit. I don't know, he's been in a lot of shit. I've probably seen him in something else. But, yeah, I mean, I remember him in, you know, Star Wars or whatever. Anyway, yeah, this episode was kind of short. I didn't have much to say, you know, I'm kind of tired. There wasn't really much to talk about in this episode. I mean, yeah, there was some cool shit, you know, with the, you know, the wasteland and, you know, stuff like that, and old Loki, but other than that, it was just nothing, you know, there was nothing there. It was like, it's like eating fucking, I don't know, like pork rinds or something. It's mostly air, but, or popcorn or something, you know. I mean, there's not much substance to it, but, you know, I mean, it might taste a little good, you know. Anyway, so that's Loki episode 5. I guess I'll record, you know, the last one, and then we'll be done with the series. I'm hoping that eventually I'll be able to do better recordings, you know. I need, you know, to, like, you know, get better recording gear. I think, I'm probably going to start, you know, trying to, you know, do recordings on my computer, because, I think I know how to, like, make kind of, like, videos sort of similar to the Drinker and all them, you know. I mean, it's not very hard, you know. You just need, like, some video editing software and some recording software, and that's pretty much it, you know. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you later. Later.